This KFAN podcast is sponsored by Builders and Remodelers, exclusive Twin Cities provider of Elements Windows. Get the highest quality windows at unmatchable value. Visit buildersandremodelers.com for more details.
Version 6 of the Initials game is now available at initialsgame.com. If you love the radio version of Initials, you will love the home game. Perfect for campfires, game nights, or family get-togethers. Get the brand new version, version 6 of Initials at initialsgame.com.
You can watch the Power Trip Morning Show every single day. KFAN.com/watch, including, of course, Initials game and Initials Invitational. That's coming up in just a little bit, Corey.
Sound more underwhelmed.
No kidding.
I'll do it. Look, Abbott in the Star Tribune said it's the benchmark, the watermark. What did he say? Like basically the peak of the week on the entire station.
Yeah, I didn't read the article. It was behind a paywall.
It was behind a paywall, yes. It sure was.
Here, I'll do it. Coming up in a couple minutes. Initials. We'll play that.
Yeah, it's after this.
I just was trying to go for it'll be neat.
That's not your...
Zach, you gotta get hyped up, man.
Voice.
You're playing
That's
next.
Not your neat
Coming up in just a moment, Initials Game 584, featuring Cory Provus, Tatum Everett, Gregg Swedberg, Tyler George, and the Zach Halverson.
Oh, jeez, the.
Wow.
I don't know. I watched a lot of
Big
wrestling
production
stuff in the last day, and I feel like we should just start doing that now.
You love Hulk
We need a
Hogan.
mean gene.
Wrestling.
Swedberg's here, too. Did you mention Swedberg?
The Lord?
I think I said Swedberg in there.
He's also in the Handsome Hall of Fame, according to Meat Sauce.
Yes, he is.
Yep.
And he can have my seat.
There aren't enough halls of fame for Gregg Swedberg, really.
Oh, okay.
There aren't enough chairs.
There aren't enough chairs. Well, we need a new studio.
Did I
Sauce
just...
says you can sit in his spot. We don't need Sauce.
Yeah, you don't need me. No, don't tell him that.
All he's gonna do is tell Cory Provus to tell the Twins to trade everyone anyway.
No, I
Blow
love
the
Cory
whole team
Provus. I have no problem with Cory Provus. He's the best guy that does play-by-play in the business.
What about
Wow.
in baseball or
In
just
baseball.
the business?
Oh, okay.
geez.
Nobody
I was gonna
better.
say.
When you
Okay,
learn
all
from
right.
Bob Uecker, you got to be pretty good at it.
I was going to get Grim on speed dial quick.
No, Grimm's terrible. Grimm's too busy talking about how far he got in the Initials tournament to talk about anything else.
You learned from the Bob Uecker of Minnesota radio,
Which is...
Gregg Swedberg.
I did. Yes, I did. You can sit here, sir.
He's in the Handsome Hall of Fame too. Let's let him get situated. He's a Hall of Famer. We have to wait for him. Putting on his headphones. Hang on.
Oh, yeah, we're waiting for
There we
you.
go. Greg, Cory, Greg, Tatum, Greg.
Hi, Greg.
Tatum, Tyler, Greg. Tyler. What's happening?
Doctor.
Hi, guys.
Good morning, Greg. How are you?
I'm peachy, Corey. Thank you.
How do you feel about your draw? Zach, Cory, Tatum,
I
Tyler.
told you I'm dead. There's zero chance.
Oh, with that attitude.
Well, Tyler's already beaten me once. I mean,
He beats everybody, though. He smoked everybody in Duluth like 3 weeks ago,
maybe
too.
by less than a second he's beaten me.
Not much.
Tatum, you've won in the past as well, though.
Yeah,
You've
I
done it. You
shocked
can do
myself.
it again.
Yeah, of
You can do
course.
it again.
No
and my
worries.
sources say you've been practicing.
I went out once to Wooden Hill Brewing to play there. I really enjoy that place. And
How'd you do?
We did well. I won the first round, and then the other two, I think it was like second and
Still,
fifth or something.
winning a round is winning a round.
There weren't a ton of people there.
Oh, yeah. Well, so no competition for you.
No, there was competition. One of my really good friends who wants me to say hello to you. First of all, she's a huge Twins fan. Hey, Sarah, how's it going?
Hi, Sarah.
She went with me, and she's probably better than I am. Like, she's really good at it. So she decided to tag along with me, and it was fun. It's a really fun game. So
Thanks.
I enjoy playing.
Well, let's see.
I don't know if I'd call it training, but,
It's training. I like to say
playing
it's
is
training.
fun.
I like that you take it seriously.
I take a lot of things way too seriously.
All right, let's go around the room. Weird week again with celebrity deaths, because for a lot of us, it was a big chunk of our childhood. The Cosby Show was a big deal before all the problematic stuff. Same thing with Hogan. A lot of problematic stuff looking back. But at the time, Cosby Show was a game changer, and Malcolm Jamal Warner was a big part of our childhoods. Then Ozzy Osbourne dies, and then Hulk Hogan. What a weird week. Corey, let's start with you. You're almost exactly my age, right?
I'm 47.
You're 47. All right, I'm 45. So you also grew up in the 80s era of Hogan. Ozzy was still a huge deal. My guess is you love the Cosby Show.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that the Hulk Hogan one hit me probably harder than the other two because I loved wrestling as a kid. I mean, thinking back to, it wasn't WrestleMania 1, but it had to be in the first within the first 3 or 4, that main event of Hogan against Ultimate Warrior, where it was this long entrance into, and I think Vince McMahon, Jesse the Body Ventura, Gorilla Monsoon, I think they were announcing WrestleMania at that point, and the Warrior, he came sprinting in with his music and all that.
Just ripping
and Hogan came in, though, on this wheeled miniature ring. It was it might have been in Detroit. It might have been at the Pontiac, whatever it was, that Silverdome. And I think Jesse the Body Ventura was concerned that the Warrior was wasting too much energy because he sprinted in. He gave the advantage to Hogan at the start because Hogan came in on this cart, whereas the Warrior came in sprinting. But, man, thinking about, I loved wrestling as a kid. So Hogan, and then with Ozzy Osbourne, I'll say this, the music, yes, but then the reality show, I loved that show. That reality show, it was MTV? Is that what it was?
Yeah, the Osbournes.
Yeah. That was hysterical. It was hysterical to watch and see what that world was like. And then, I loved the Cosby Show, too, as a kid. And Theo, and very, very sad. Rough week, but Hogan of the 3 was the one that, as a kid, man, I love that guy.
I know Common in Oak joke about this a lot. The you don't have to like him, but you have to respect him bit, right, when it comes to music. That's exactly how I feel about Ozzy. Ozzy never did much for me, but all of the bands that I love would not exist without Black Sabbath and Ozzy Osbourne, right? Metallica, Tool, Rage. Those bands don't exist unless Ozzy, takes those first handful of steps with Black Sabbath. So, I don't know. By the time I got into rock, Ozzy was starting to fade a little bit, right? 90s Ozzy wasn't peak Ozzy.
No.
So I kind of missed the wave, but again, he set the standard.
Yeah, I mean, Sabbath and Osbourne. I mean, great music. You bring up a great point that yes, the bands that followed, they would not be what they are, what they became without the influence of Ozzy Osbourne and Black Sabbath.
Big time.
Yeah.
Tyler, you into wrestling?
Yeah, I mean, to the point that I can tell you the Silverdome was WrestleMania 3.
There we go. I knew it was early.
Yeah, Hogan and Andre, and then 6 was Hogan and Warrior. So, I paid a little bit of attention.
So good.
Hogan hit the hardest, but it's kind of funny because of all the stuff that's happened recently with him. If it would have happened like 10 years ago, this would have been a dark day for me. Like, I was a Hogan fanatic, a Hulkamaniac growing up. If I had $1 for every time Hogan leg dropped my poor sister in my childhood. It was 3 moves. I had 3 wrestling moves I used over and over.
Did you rip your shirt open before you leg dropped your sister too?
I couldn't. I was a string bean. I couldn't even do it. No, it was the Hogan leg drop.
Shirts.
The Jake the Snake Roberts DDT. She got a lot of those too.
Of course.
And of course, everybody's done the Macho Man elbow jumping off of something. Right?
No finger 4 leg lock though?
Oh, I've done a few of those too, yeah. But that's hard because when they're not actually letting you put them in that lock, it's really hard to do. Yeah. You got to do some stuff to get them in that hold. But the DDT is just grab them and drop them. Head right on the ground, yeah. But Hogan hits the hardest for sure. I wasn't a big Ozzy guy either. Just watched some of the show. The music wasn't really my thing. And I got to be honest, Malcolm Jamal Warner slipped by me. I didn't even know about that.
Yeah, that's brutal.
That was quieter than it should have been. So that's the 3. But that one hits harder than Ozzy for me. I watched a lot of Cosby Show, but a very troublesome 3 in that group. But I mean, for Hogan, for me, like that one, that's my childhood. That's a lot of my childhood.
Tatum, you're younger than the rest of us. How about those 3 for you?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
You've heard of all 3, I hope, maybe?
Echo the previous comments.
Do you even know Malcolm Jamal Warner?
Because, yeah. No, I know who he is.
I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't.
If you said his name, I would not be able to
But you knew the face.
But I know the face, and I know where he's from. Hulk Hogan, obviously know who that is. Ozzy's probably the only one I really feel like that was the one that stuck out for me because of the show.
Yes, the show was great.
I mean, the show was prime. I feel like I'm watching. I was watching TV with cuss words. Whoa, watch out, So and their personalities, reality shows just starting to take off. They were kind of like the Kardashians before the Kardashians because it's family life, full open for everyone to see. So yeah, that's probably the one for me. But yeah, I'm not.
Totally get it.
Yeah, sorry, guys.
Gregg, you still like wrestling, don't you?
I still watch wrestling.
You sure do.
Yeah, buddy.
So, this whole radio station was kind of built on the principle of wrestling. We have heels, we have faces.
We had Jesse the Body Ventura.
Most of what we do is a work. And so, but I'm old enough to remember Hulk Hogan in the AWA when he started in Minneapolis. Well, actually, he didn't start in Minneapolis, but they brought him fairly quickly in his career to Minneapolis. Terry Bollea, and he was a bad guy to start with, and he actually lived just south of where Mall of America is now in some apartments over there on Cedar. And then I think the last time I met him, he was in the radio station in Bloomington when we were there. He and Macho Man were there, and they're such huge people. I mean, it's like you see them on TV and they look like big guys. No, they are really large people.
What were they doing at the radio station?
Selling something. Actually, I think that there was something at the Mall of America. I think that Hogan had a store or one of those guys had something going on at Mall of America.
Did Hogan have a piece of Planet Hollywood?
I don't think so. I think was he in that group?
Okay.
There's something else going on, and so they did the media rounds, and they were there, and that, never had any exposure to Ozzy Osbourne. I was doing pop radio at the time, and that was, I really kind of got exposure to Ozzy Osbourne when Honda put Crazy Train into their minivan commercial. And I thought, okay, now this is mainstream.
So you did pop music. Were you in the Pop Radio Hall of Fame?
No, Corey, I'm not.
Were you in the Rock Music Hall of Fame?
I started my career there, but no.
Were you in the EDM
Hall of Fame? We don't need to do that.
You're in the Country Music, though, Radio Hall of Fame. That's pretty awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well done. Well done.
I'm not going to reflect. PA wanted me to come on his show and talk about it, and I said, why? But nonetheless, 9:20 on the Fan this morning.
Live from TCO?
I'm here. He's in TCO.
How great would it be if like KOC walks up and says, I'm available, and he goes, no, I got a Hall of Famer. I got
my boss on the line.
I don't have time for that. Yeah. That's pretty cool, man. Congrats.
Well,
That's super cool. Zach, you're in the White Bear Lake Hall of Fame, I assume?
Not yet.
What? How is that not possible?
I know. My mom's got her name in the Hall of Fame for volleyball back in the day, but I don't have my name anywhere there.
Hello, White Bear Lake. Can you tell me anybody more dedicated to your suburb than the guy sitting in front of me?
Maybe Ryan Carter, but that's it. Right, Carts and Zach. That's it.
Yeah, but does Ryan have a White Bear hockey jersey in prime placement on the camera there?
I'm sure he has a White Bear hockey jersey.
He does. And he's got a Stanley Cup.
He does.
Doesn't Jack Morris reside in White Bear Lake?
He might. Okay. It sounds right. I know Jesse Ventura did for a while, so that was cool.
I bet Hulk got through there. Hulk probably made his way through White Bear at some point.
Has anyone seen an interview with Ventura about Hogan? Because I know he hated him.
Oh, did he?
Like in real life,
just hated him. Really?
Yeah, I don't think he's going to the funeral.
No, yeah.
Unless he's cheering.
Ventura tried to unionize wrestling.
Yeah.
And Hogan ratted him out to McMahon.
That'll do it.
The text line, Zachary, is saying that Hulk Hogan spent a ton of time in White Bear Lake in 1994.
Oh, boy. I was born blonde. You can't tell now because I don't have any hair.
With very similar physique.
And energy.
Yes, you and the Hulkster. Very, very similar. Let's do a really quick Fan 5 because I basically want to ask Corey one question, then we'll move on. All right, Zachary?
Okay, I just ejected it, but I'll put it back in there. One moment. Keep talking. It's great. Here we go.
Excellent
It's
tap
time
dancing.
For Fan 5 on the Power Trip, presented by Builders and Remodelers.
All right, thanks to Builders and Remodelers. All right, Cory Provus on the play tonight. I assume Nationals at Twins 7-10. Zebby Matthews from Minnesota. Again, we talked about it when you first walked in. We got to get our feet set here if we're going to make any kind of a push. Trade deadline looming, but the Nationals are terrible. The Twins just lost 2 out of 3 to the Dodgers. Again, controversial fashion with the check swing by Betts. Shohei is Shohei. He's unbelievable. Twins are 49-53. Nationals 41-61.
Yeah, Washington's, they have some good offensive players. I mean, with C.J. Abrams and James Wood, those guys can hit. Their bullpen's not very good, but the starter tonight is as I said earlier, Corey, he's no joke. Mackenzie Gore is a guy that I'm sure teams are calling about to acquire. I mean, he came to Washington from San Diego on the Juan Soto trade a couple of years ago, so he's a dude. I mean, he's a left-handed arm, throws hard, good strikeout numbers, so this is no pushover starting tonight. I thought Zebby did okay. And then when you look at his final line, it got out of hand as the game got away from the Twins Saturday in Denver. But I like his ceiling. I like, David Festa's back in the IL too. I like the future for those two guys, but Zebby's certainly a great story last year. He throws hard. I think he's working on his secondary pitches, so there's something there with Zebby. So I'm excited to see how he bounces back tonight.
You and Justin tonight?
Denard Span.
Oh, Denard Span tonight.
Denard Span is with me this entire homestand. I don't know where Morneau is, man. Tariffs, Canada. I don't know where this dude is at. I don't know.
Does he have summer hobbies? Does he golf? Does he fish? What does he do?
He golfs like you wouldn't believe.
Golfing
and
trip,
he was with his son. I know Morneau was out in Cooperstown. He's the head coach for his son's team in Orono, and they played in this tournament in Cooperstown. And they have a name. We call them the Orono Mornos. I don't know what the real name is, but we just call them the Orono Mornos. But he was out there for a while, then he took his son Marty down to Philly to see Bryce Harper play, which is pretty cool. So, Morney...
And his kid can play.
His kid, Marty, he's massive. He's a big kid, but, it's
approximately how big is this kid?
Oh, my God.
I would say, what am I? Sauce, what am I? I'm about 5'7", 150. I'd say
That's a huge bitch!
Right? So, I would say Marty is... Yeah, Marty's about 5'6", 149. Right
That's
now,
a huge bitch!
At 12 years old, pretty good.
Awesome.
Pretty good.
I would have killed to be that tall at 12 years old. All right, Tatum Everett, Tyler George, Cory Provus, Gregg Swedberg, Zach Halverson. They will square off in initials quarterfinal number 3 after this. And one of you gets a crack at $95,500.
Up next, it's the initials game featuring the St. Paul Federal Credit Union jackpot. Call 1-800-320-5326 for your shot at the initials jackpot next on The Fan. Welcome to the 2025 Initials Invitational, presented by St. Paul Federal Credit Union.
All right, welcome back. Here we go. Quarterfinal number 3 of the Initials Invitational 2025. The room is full. The smelling salts were found, correct?
Correct.
I believe they were found. Correct. I think you guys went into Chris Hockey's. There you go, Parrish, representing Parrish. Would you go into Chris's cabinet out there? Is that where they were?
Yeah.
Who found the smelling salts? Did you guys all do them? Did you all? Tatum? Yes?
No.
Why don't you do smelling salts?
I'm good.
Oh, man, you're too straight edge.
No, that scares me. Again, I think I've been on the show before talking about how unathletic I was as a person. So, I've never tried it, and I think that would ruin my game.
I'm still rattled by Ron's reaction to it. He didn't even flinch.
He didn't flinch.
It weirded me out.
The man's a machine.
Yeah.
Johnson?
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, because he probably did it a million times.
He did.
Yeah. It's like it's chasing the dragon, right? The first time you do heroin, it's amazing, but then you spend the rest of your life trying to get that high again. I think Ron is so immune to smelling salts, he's never going to get that rush ever again, which is really depressing.
I mean, that's how I feel when I drink a Celsius, so I don't think smelling salts would do me good.
That's fair, though. Celsius is
really? Okay,
legit.
well, that makes me feel a little bit more hardcore.
Everybody ready?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
All right.
This is Initials Game 584 on the Power Trip, presented by Wolf River Electric.
The Initials Game is sponsored by our great friends over at Wolf River Electric. Go to wolfriverelectric.com, click on free quote to get started. Tell them you heard about it on KFAN and the Power Trip Morning Show. Make sure you get your initials guesses in on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff each week with the hashtag KFAN Initials for your chance to win $1,500 off a new home solar system. Thanks, Wolf River Electric. I did that last year. It's awesome. Get those solar panels put on. All right, let's go around the room, shall we? Cory Provus, play-by-play guy, Minnesota Twins. Cory is playing today. And, Zach, what happens if Cory wins?
Well, Cory is sponsored by our good friends at Great Clips. We'll have more on that in a moment, Cor.
So, Cory, when you've played once, correct?
One time.
Did you score? I don't remember.
I got one.
You got one.
Room. LR.
Okay, so you're on the board.
On the board.
And you got punched.
Yeah. And that was Gellner was right next to me, and that was aggressive.
Yeah, she is notorious for physical abuse. Yes,
just violent.
Tatum Everett has not only played before, she has won before.
Yeah.
And what was the Disney reference that you just crushed it on again?
Aurora Borealis.
That's right. That's right. I said something about a Disney princess, and you said Disney was your wheelhouse, and you just went right to Aurora.
Yeah.
And got it after one clue and blew everybody's mind.
It couldn't have been Ariel.
Process of elimination. So you've wowed us in the past. Zach, what happens if Tatum wins again today?
Between Tatum, myself, and Swedberg, we got a big Disney battle here.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, those two are
No edge. Tatum is sponsored today by our friends at 7th Avenue Pizza. All 7th Avenue Pizza, buy one, get one free at any Colburn's Cashwise Marketplace Foods locations now through Sunday. And if Tatum wins today, tweet at MeatSauce1 and tag 7th Avenue Pizza through the end of Sunday. And one lucky winner will win $100 to put towards restocking their freezer with 7th Avenue Pizza.
One of the big bosses in the coroner's office, or coroner's office, as Common likes to say, Gregg Swedberg, has made it very clear you believe you're too highly seated.
Way too highly seated.
So you're trying to get into that underdog role. I don't know if anybody's buying it. But we'll see. If Gregg wins today, Zachary, what happens?
Gregg is sponsored today by our friends at Radco and Radco.com. If Gregg wins, you'll receive 10% off your entire order now through Monday, in-store, online at Radco.com. When you use the promo code INITIALS, the discount does not apply to toppers.
Zach Halverson has been in the finals of the Initials Invitational in the past. You squared off against Mike Grimm and AJ, lost in overtime, a 3-way overtime. Your heart was broken. You've had your heart ripped out at majors in the past. Good luck with avoiding heartbreak yet again today, Zachary. What happens?
Can't wait. I am sponsored by our great friends at Buy the Yard. And if I win, visit any of Buy the Yard's 3 showrooms and mention Initials to get 10% off and free delivery on Buy the Yard's maintenance-free outdoor furniture. Offer valid on in-store purchases now through next Friday.
Tyler George won a gold medal at the Olympics. No big deal. But he also wins this all the time. Your win percentage, I think, is about the highest in the history of the game. It's something like 60+%. Something like that.
You know the greats don't keep track of percentages stats, Corey, but I think you're probably pretty close there.
I had you slotted at like 5th or 6th seed, and then a month ago you put on an absolute clinic in Duluth. And what do I have you at 3rd?
You got me 3.
Yeah. I mean, Marnie's Marnie and AJ's AJ. So 3 feels about right. How do you feel about seed 3?
I'm good with 3.
That feels about fair.
I like coming up from the lower seed and surprising people, but not anymore.
Yeah, not anymore.
I can't do that anymore. No.
Initialsgame.com. You can buy versions 4 and 6 right now. You can get the home version at initialsgame.com if you'd like, or you can go all over the upper Midwest and play in bars like Tatum did at initialsgamelive.com. Yes, Zachary.
And if Tyler wins, or Corey.
Oh, that's right. I never mentioned that part.
Yeah, Tyler or Corey. So both of them, if either of them win, they are sponsored today by our good friends at Great Clips. If either of them win today, tweet at Marnie Gellner and tag at Great Clips to the end of Sunday, and one lucky winner will get free haircuts for a year. How cool is that?
That is pretty cool. All right, everybody ready? Before we play game 584 in quarterfinal number 3, that vault over there has the 7 remaining packets, and somebody has a chance at $95,500.
Now it's time for the St. Paul Federal Credit Union Initials Jackpot.
That is correct, Corey. The St. Paul Federal Credit Union Initials Jackpot currently at $95,500. Looking to buy a new car? Save money on your current car loan with St. Paul Federal Credit Union. Now offering auto loans as low as 4.99% APR. Apply today at stpaulfcu.org/KFAN. Federally insured by the NCUA.
All right, so this goes up $500 every week. If the caller gets one letter in the right spot, they win $250 thanks to St. Paul Federal Credit Union. But if they say both in the right spot, they win the progressive jackpot, which is now an insane amount, $95,500. Now, Corey, as the lowest seed, the fate of this caller and potentially winning somebody $95,500 is in your hands because you will select the packet that you guys play. Packets 6 and 7 are out, so 1 through 9, but not 6 or 7.
Let's go number 5. Number 5, my mom and my grandfather's favorite number. Number 5.
Okay, let's see here. Good morning. What is your name? Oh, that person's not there at all. Let's try again. What about this person? Good morning.
Hello.
Hello. What is your name and where are you from?
Mike from Monticello.
Hi, Mike. You have a crack at $95,500. How do you feel about that?
Awesome.
Get it, Mike.
Is your last name Halverson?
Where are you from?
No, okay. Mike, what letters are you guessing for a shot at $95,500? Go.
I'm going to go M&M.
You're going to go M, double M?
Yep.
M and M, double M. All right. M for a shot at $95,500. Does Mike In Monticello. There's an MM right there. Does Mike in Monticello have at least one right for $250 and a shot at the jackpot?
You blew it!
No, sorry, Mike. I blame Corey. Again, whoever picks the packet ultimately decides that person's fate, and Corey picked packet 5.
Hang in there, Mike.
There's no M in packet 5. All right, the initials for quarterfinal number 3. The letter P, and then the letter S. PS. Yell out your name. Your name is your buzzer. You have to pronounce the answer correctly. If you ring in, you have 5 seconds to solve. If somebody's thinking about it, you can also yell out your name and kind of hold your spot in line. Best out of 12. Everybody ready? Here's number 1 of PS.
Clue number 1.
Previously featured Mary Reed and Anne Bonny.
Clue number 2.
Sloops or brigs?
Clue number 3.
Have been flag bearers.
Clue number 4.
In literature, often featured an iconic, long, flat piece of wood.
Clue number 5.
Are known for danger, rebellion, and attacks.
Tyler. Pirate ship.
That's right.
Those are pirate ships, and Tyler's on the board.
The plank.
The plank, you got it. By the way, even though that's just your first point, this is the weekly reminder that if you get 0, you are shut out and out of next year's tournament.
Hey. All right.
We've already had a couple of shutouts this year.
Yeah,
if you get 1, like Tyler just did, you are eligible for next year's tournament, but not guaranteed a spot. 2 points punches your ticket to next year's tournament, no matter what happens the rest of the way. Here we go. Number 1 goes to Tyler. Here's number 2 of PS.
Clue number 1.
Impacts approximately 1 in every 10 kids in the United States.
Clue number 2.
Can be extremely expensive.
Corey.
Yep.
Plastic surgery.
Yeah, all right. All right. Cory Provus out for the rest of number 2.
Clue number 3.
Might cause you to pray to God.
Gregg.
Private school.
That's right.
Son of a gun.
Private school, and Gregg Swedberg on the board.
Thank you, OLG.
All right, 1-1. Gregg has 1. Tyler has 1. Here's number 3 of PS.
Clue number 1.
One of the words is a method of preparation.
Clue number 2.
Aims to be convenient.
Clue number 3.
Features a mix.
Zach.
Yep.
Protein shake.
That's right.
3-way tie.
All right.
3-way tie. Protein shake gets Halverson on the board, and it's 1-1. Tyler, Zach, and Gregg. Tatum and Corey, plenty of time. 9 to go.
Yeah.
You got
Doing
all
good.
day.
Doing good over here.
All day. 1-1. Gregg, Zach, and Tyler. Here's number 4 of PS.
Clue number 1.
One of the words can be found on the human body.
Clue number 2.
To some, this is a significant beginning.
Clue number 3.
Has thematic duality with joy and foreshadowing death and suffering.
Clue number 4.
In 2078, it'll be March 27th.
Gregg.
Yep.
Palm Sunday.
That's right.
That will be Palm Sunday. That private school yet again paying off for Gregg Swedberg.
Catholicism.
Palm Sunday. Mark it on your calendars, 2778. It'll be March 27th.
When you wrote that clue, was that the first time you'd ever heard those words, Corey?
All I know is this Sunday is National Chicken Finger Day, and I will be celebrating. Greg has 2, Zach has 1, Tyler has 1. Greg's officially into next year's tournament. Here's number 5 of PS.
Clue number 1.
You don't want one of these.
Clue number 2.
Is ordered.
Clue number 3.
Is served.
Clue number 4.
Might last forever.
Zach.
Yep.
Prison sentence?
That's right.
Zachary, prison sentence ties Zach for the lead and automatically punches him into next year's tournament. We have 2 for Gregg Swedberg, 2 for Zach Halverson, 1 for Tyler George, Tatum Everett, and Cory Provus. You'll have 7 items to go. Plenty of time. Getting nervous, Tatum? Don't get nervous.
No, what is the popular letters? There's so many options.
You got time. Here's number 6 of PS.
Clue number 1.
Is rarely the main focus.
Clue number 2.
This has German roots.
Clue number 3.
Most people would likely call this white or yellow.
Clue number 4.
Often ends up in bowls.
Greg.
Jesus.
I had Greg on that.
Greg was first.
We can go to review too if you want.
If you can go to review, that would be great. Nobody
I'd
said anything
appreciate
for
that,
a
Zach.
second.
Please, thank you.
That was really close.
I lose these all the time.
Oh, Billy.
Clue number 4.
Often ends up in bowls.
Greg.
Jesus. I think it was Greg. Can you do it one more time quickly? In bowls.
Greg.
Yeah, Greg was first. Jesus. Greg, go for it.
Potato salad.
That is the correct answer. That is potato salad. Tatum, you had it too.
I
Oh,
had
man.
it so much earlier, but then I couldn't remember the first clue, and I was like, if I ring in and it was dumb.
No, you go for it. Now
Yeah.
you have to go for it. Right now it's game on.
Oh, Lordy.
All right. Gregg Swedberg takes the lead. He has 3. Zach has 2. Tyler has 1. We are halfway through the game. Still 6 items remaining. Plenty of time. Here's number 7 of PS.
Clue number 1.
One of the words comes from Greek, meaning to mold or give form.
Clue number 2.
Is often a choice.
Clue number 3.
This involves subtle or significant change.
Greg.
Dear God. That was a 9-way tie. Zach, hit the old instant replay.
Man.
This is going to be really tough to tell.
All right. Let me boost the audio here really quick. This is
We need a buzzer system. This involves subtle or significant change.
Greg.
Anybody have any guess on who was first? Significant change.
Greg.
I kind of hear maybe Greg.
Do it again, Zachary. Sauce is change.
Greg.
Change.
Greg.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm hearing I'm hearing Tyler first, but let me see here.
Sauce says Swedberg, but again, he also thinks Swedberg's.
I'm slowed it down a
He
bit.
just
here.
wants to
Hold
play
on.
me in the semi.
Yeah, do that again. Do
Hold
that
on,
one more
let me
time.
make it even better here. Let's go like that.
Then we can't tell what letter it is.
Just a blob.
Speed it up a little bit faster than that. Int change.
Greg.
Just so we know, who rang in, just so we can try to decipher the words that are trying to be said. So Corey, Tyler, and Greg were the three that rang in. Zach and Tatum, you did not?
No.
All right, so it's between the C, T, and G. One more time. Change.
Greg. Anybody in the text line? Anybody in the text line?
I hear Corey first.
I have no change.
Greg.
If you hear, listen for the Corey.
Int change.
Greg.
Oh, man, it might be Corey.
I think I hear Corey first.
Int change.
Greg.
And that's probably because more of the cuss sound is more.
And his name is, it's an advantage to have your name be short. 'Cause you hear the reg part of Greg, and you're already done.
Later. Yeah. Very short, succinct. Yeah.
This is going to be super controversial. We're going to give it to. I was just about to say Provus, and now I can't tell. Int change.
Greg.
This might be the most difficult replay in the history of this game.
Well, hold on.
It's three of you almost simultaneously.
Normally, this is when Swedberg would call in and give his ruling.
Yeah, I rule me.
He's a little biased.
Sauce is adamantly pointing to Greg, but I think he just wants a raise.
Yeah. I hear Corey, but that's up
Might
to
be
you.
working, by the way.
Brett, what do you think? Brett, yes? You think it's Corey too? Brett thinks it's Corey as well. All right, we're going to change.
Greg, why don't we all write the answer down and maybe?
I have no doubt that all three of you know it. I would bet the house all three of you
I would have
have
forgotten it by now.
All right, we're making this is super controversial.
I would have.
Look, my game, my rules. We're going with Corey. Corey, go for it.
Plastic surgery.
That's right.
Okay.
Your name is done before theirs are done, so let's just give you the advantage that you got through your name the fastest, at least. Plastic surgery gets Cory Provus on the board. Or we're going to catch hell.
Is that what
for
everybody
that
else had, by the way?
Oh, yeah, they had it for sure.
Right.
I should have rung it before.
We're going to catch hell for that one, but that's all right. My game, my rules.
Hey, guys!
I would have given that one to Marnie.
Yeah.
Greg has 3, Zach has 2, Tyler and Corey on the board with 1 each. Here's number 8 of PS.
Clue number 1.
Is thick and flat.
Clue number 2.
Is known to be really hot.
Tatum.
Go for it.
Porterhouse steak. I don't know.
That's a great guess.
That's not a bad guess at all. All of that fits. Not bad at all.
I'm sure the next one will be absolutely ridiculous.
All right, Tatum, solid guess, but out for the rest of number 8.
Clue number 3.
Requires proper handling.
Tyler.
Okay.
Postage stamp.
No. Oh, I see what you're doing there. Some of that fits as well. All right, so we're down to Zach, Corey, and Greg.
Clue number 4.
Typically circular, but it definitely doesn't have to
Zach.
be. Yeah.
Pizza slice?
No, we're down
Damn
to
it.
Corey and Greg. Typically circular? All right, anyway.
Clue number 5.
Touches food.
Oh.
Final clue.
Clue number 6.
This is a clay or ceramic slab that creates crispy crusts.
Greg.
Yep.
Pizza stone.
That's right.
That is a pizza stone. And that gives Greg point number 4. All right, so here's the situation. Greg is almost on the brink of winning. There are 4 to go. Tatum, you need all 4 to tie Greg, but you're not out of it yet. Tyler and Corey are 3 back with 4 to play. Zach, you are 2 back with 4 to play. Greg has 4. Here's number 9 of PS.
Clue number 1.
There's a chance you see a crocodile.
Tyler.
Okay.
Palm Springs.
Crocs in Palm Springs?
Yeah, whatever. There's a chance you could see one anywhere.
I guess there is a chance you could see one in Palm Springs.
Yeah.
It's not 0. I would be the first to say it's not 0%.
I just looked under the table. There's none here. Pretty much as likely, so I had to make
Fair
sure.
enough.
Clue number 2.
Popularized by a 20th century French athlete.
Greg.
Yep.
Polo shirt.
That's right.
All right, Swedberg's locked in.
I told everybody this week. I said, this is his week.
Swedberg, yep.
He's going to win. My goodness.
Polo shirt. All right, Greg, you have a 3-point lead with 3 to go. So, Zach, you need to get all 3 to tie him and force a tiebreaker. Any other combination, and Swedberg's the winner. For the rest of you, though, obviously you want to get on the board or get your second point, or Zachary even chase a wild card spot. So everybody still wants to run up the scoreboard. But Greg going for the win. Zach needs the final 3 for the tie. Here's number 10 of PS.
Clue number 1.
Its exact origins are unclear, but it was introduced to Britain in 1557. Uh-oh, here's a clue.
Clue number 2.
Connected to Disney starting in 2019.
Clue number 3.
Involves 2 intersecting lines.
Clue number 4.
Indicates a gain.
Clue number 5.
Often follows grades.
Tyler.
Yep.
Plus sign.
That's right.
That is a plus sign, as in Disney Plus.
Yeah.
The plus sign is the right answer, and that mathematically locks it up for Gregg Swedberg. He will be moving on to face the Lamberts in round 2. Dov and Sauce versus Swedberg. But there are 2 items left. Everybody still has a chance to get a couple of points. Tyler and Zach, you could get 2 and probably punch a wild card spot. Tatum needs to get on the board. Corey, you can guarantee a spot into next year's tournament. And Greg can just shut you out if he wants and get the last 2. Here's number 11 of PS.
Clue number 1.
You could argue if you can see all of it, you're finished.
Clue number 2.
An average one is about 4.5 inches.
Tyler.
Yeah.
Plastic straw.
Makes sense.
Oh, thought I had that one.
Makes sense. Tyler out for the rest of number 11.
Clue number 3.
You might put your tongue on it.
Clue number 4.
Tatum.
I had Corey on that.
I didn't guess. No, it wasn't me.
It's hard to get Corey if it was Tatum or Greg.
Or Greg.
Third tiebreaker. My gosh. Swedberg, what is it going to take to get iHeart to pay for a buzzer system?
I told you guys I was exploring this last week and actually getting buzzers for this game.
That would be
Greg
unbelievable.
already won. I think I should just be allowed to get on the board. Sorry, Greg.
No,
I'm teasing.
It's hard to get Corey if it was Tatum or Greg. Back it up. It's the third tiebreaker.
Number 4.
Tatum.
Oh, wait a minute.
Tatum.
Do it again.
Clue number 4.
Tatum.
Oh, Tatum's first.
Oh, sweet. Popsicle stick?
Yes.
Oh, thank the Lord.
Popsicle stick. That was definitely Tatum. All right, sweet. You're on the board. You're officially not shut out. You're eligible for next year. All right, popsicle stick gets everybody at least 1 point. Here's number 12, final item of PS.
Clue number 1.
Willing to destroy.
Clue number 2.
You're going to have to feed it.
Tatum.
Yeah.
Paper shredder?
That's right.
Solid finish. Wow. Tatum gets the last 2. And
Why do I feel like I just won?
Because you're back next year automatically now. Nice run. Final 2 gets you eligible, not even eligible, locked into 2026. Well done.
Well, I just wanted to prove that I didn't suck.
That was really good. All right. Swedberg with 5, moving on to face Dov Lambert and Meat Sauce Paul Lambert in round 2. Zachary, what happens now that Gregg Swedberg has won today?
Well, Greg has won, which means you'll receive 10% off your entire order now through Monday in store or online at radco.com when you use the promo code initials. Discount does not apply to toppers. Congrats. Thank you, Radco.
Thank you, Radco. Everybody go get your truck fixed this weekend.
So you played the underdog card, you acted like you couldn't win, and then you just put on a clinic and won with 5. Just cruised.
Yeah. Well, again, it's sometimes the clues come easier than the others.
Some people just have a week, and he's having a week.
There you go.
I just wanted to prove
Hall
I
of
can actually
Fame.
still do this.
No big deal. Wins the game. Oh, man. Corey, you had plastic surgery earlier in the game.
Yeah.
Then it came back.
I was sitting on Patrick Swayze. I was sitting on Phoenix Suns.
Yep.
Paul Stanley.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah.
It's kind of one of those ones you have too many things in your head. Like,
That's
there's a
the
lot of
problem.
stuff for PS.
Trying to force, what I have in my mind is that match, and it doesn't. You're trying to find a way, but yeah.
Well, the worst is you get the ones in that.
Tiebreakers were Pittsburgh Steelers and Phoenix Suns.
So
There you
you would have been ready. You would have been ready.
Peter Sellers wasn't going to come up.
Probably not. No.
That's like the first
That
thing
would have been unfair to Tatum, but that's the luck of the draw.
Out of my head. There's
Peter
no
Sellers.
way that's going to be a clue.
So
Please
when you
stop
said thick but flat, I was thinking of Patrick Swayze because that Chippendale skid with Farley. I was thinking, there's one, but I don't think it connects. But there's something there.
There were a handful of clues, by the way. Credit to this group of 5. There were a handful of clues that in a normal week with Parrish and Sauce and Marnie and it would have been a giggle fest because we're all a bunch of sophomoric idiots. You guys handled it with grace and class. When I said thick and flat, nobody did a, I bet Sauce did back there.
When he did the 4.5 inches. It was like,
that was an obvious one. Then I said, put your tongue on it. Nobody said anything then.
Yeah.
Put your hand on. Nobody said anything. Thank you for being
classed up
classy.
the joint a little bit.
I'm not used to this.
Yeah.
It's too intense, man.
It's
There's
not
too
like
much,
we weren't thinking it.
Yeah. Come on. This is serious.
Corey, thanks for the time, man. Tonight,
Awesome.
right? Tonight on TV?
Tonight, TV, 7:10.
You and Denard span. Tatum, people can watch your stuff on Vikings.com. And when does the Vikings Entertainment Network stuff really hit the ground running?
It's hitting, but NFL Network tomorrow, I will be live on the NFL Network, and it's back together weekend, so we're going to have all the NFL reports coming in, so I get to represent the Vikings. Super
when is that?
pumped.
What time?
Tomorrow afternoon. I do not know a time yet. I have an interview with a player, which I think everyone will be very excited about that I cannot say, but, you know.
We can guess.
Hint, hint, wink, wink.
Got it. Tyler, I know we talked about this in Duluth, but you have some broadcasting hopefully coming up relatively soon.
Yeah. You're going to hear my voice. If you watch curling at all, you're going to hear a lot of me this year. But till I get busy, in the meantime, hit me up, social media, corporate team building events, stuff like that. Love doing them. Come on out and curl like Tatum.
Swedberg goes into the Hall of Fame this week and then it moves on. Congrats, Greg. Well, are you going to be available in a couple of weeks to play against Dov and Sauce?
I probably am.
Okay.
You know me. So at 9:20 this morning with Paul Allen.
That's right. Live from TCO, PA is next, but Greg will be on with him in about 20 minutes. Zachary, hell of a run, man. You represented White Bear Lake very well.
Thanks, Corey. You represent Chisago Lakes. Okay.
That seems sarcastic. 9 to noon is next. The Power Trip returns with another quarterfinal on Monday, quarterfinal 4, back on Monday at 8:15. We'll see you at 5:30.
Listen back to today's Power Trip Morning Show, or to hear previous shows, podcast us on the iHeartRadio app or KFAN.com.